think we're on. Pretty sure we're on. Oh yeah, we're on. It's not an anime, y'all. It's a video game. They may look anime. Okay, it looks really anime. Okay. But it's a video game, just let you know. It should be coming up shortly. Here we go. So I think we're live on Twitch, so that's good. I think it sounded pretty good. Looks serious, don't it? Very serious. And that, my peoples, is the opening for Fire Emblem Three Houses. Not an actual playthrough I'm finna do, but, well, this game came out a year ago, and, well, after all the trailers and, you know, learning about the characters and a little bit of the story, I'm like, I have to get this game, but I didn't have a Switch. And literally probably like, I want to say the beginning of July. Yeah, the beginning of July is when I got a Switch of 2019. Literally, it's just so I can get this game. And I'm pretty sure I played this game all the way until, I want to say November, to be honest. I don't think it took me that long to do all the stories, but till like November, and of course I came back for the DLCs back in like February or March of this year. And I'm still playing it. I mean, I'll still play it from time to time today. But this game is, like I said, one of my favorites of this year, or last year, coming to this year. So far, my favorite Switch game. And the reason I'm here right now. But I just want to give it a little bit of celebration. But I guess I'm going to introduce myself. Y'all should already know who it is, but this is Tyrant Games. And we're just going to play around a little bit. Show like a little bit of the main story, or at least the beginning, and the characters. Okay, we ain't gonna do all that. We're not gonna do all that. Okay. Probably the first time I'm doing internet. Nice, I'm not gonna do a whole playthrough. We're just gonna go towards the beginning. Then I'll jump into one of my files and just kind of show how a lot of the characters change. This game does a lot though. Out of all the Fire Emblems I have played, this being the 14th game, I believe. I don't know if they count Shadows of Valentia as like a number title or a remake. Ooh, he look deadly. But this is definitely my favorite out of the ones I've played, which is only Path of Radiance, a little bit of Blazing Sword. What's the Black Flame? The one with Lynn, Hector, and Elwood. Fates, which I thought Fates was actually story-wise, but the gameplay, a lot of the classes, I did a lot of things right. Then Shadows of Valentia on 3DS. A wonderful remake, although it can be quite annoying sometimes. Ooh. Anybody coming in, it's like it's supposed to be a high school simulator for like teaching people how to fight. It's like Hogwarts and all types of other media references. Then it starts off like this, like what the hell's going on? Ooh. This man ain't playing though. This is probably my 5th or 6th time seeing this opening. I just like that whooping.
Tell me, Nemesis, do you recall the Red Canyon? You died.
Oof.
Died. You took everything that I loved.
I like how everybody just kind of like standing, like we were just fighting a second ago, but yeah, this looks kind of dramatic. Whooping them and then hugging the freaking swords, like
He's gone now, Mother.
and then calling the sword mother. Like, what kind of game am I into? A lot of things this game does right in terms of story. Some things kind of questionable. Like our character here.
Oh my. What could have brought you here?
Hey, it's Fire Emblem's birthday. That's why I'm here. Yeah, but you're gonna skip a lot of all that. Like I said, get to the real meat. The real meat of this birthday bash. I'm trying to see all the lovable characters. Don't get me wrong. I'm immortal. I'm going to tell the truth. My name is not that name that the developers gave me. My name is Birthday, because it is my birthday. And look at how they got a little calendar thing in here too. It is the 26th. How funny. It is the birthday. Well, she's definitely an interesting character. I wish she had more of a play in the later half of the game than more so all of the first half of the game.
Hey, time to wake up. Were you having that dream again?
Yeah.
You've described her to me before. I don't think I've ever met anyone like that. In any case, just put that out of your mind for now. The battlefield is no place for idle thoughts. Risking your life is part of the job for mercenaries like us. Letting your mind wander is a sure way to get yourself killed. Okay, time to get moving. Our next job is in the kingdom. I told you before, it's far from here, so we'll need to leave at dawn. Good grief. Everyone is already waiting for us outside.
Gerald, sir, sorry to barge in, but your presence is needed.
What's happened?
It's like,
Please forgive our intrusion. We wouldn't bother you with the situation now.
who are these colorful kids? Like, not even 5 minutes within the story, the characters that you pretty much have learned about throughout the trailers and such are all at your doorstep. Like, what the frick are y'all doing here?
What do a bunch of kids like you want at this hour?
We're being pursued by a group of bandits. I can only hope that you will be so kind as to lend your support.
Bandits? Here?
It's true. They attacked us while we were at rest in the camp.
We've been
Call.
separated from our companions and we're outnumbered. They're after our lives, not to mention our gold.
This guy right here.
I'm impressed you're staying so calm considering the situation. Wait, that uniform.
Bandits spotted just outside the village. Damn, there were a lot of them.
I guess they followed you all the way here. We can't abandon this village now. Come on, let's move. Hope you're ready.
I kind of like that they started off like this, because hey, it's the beginning of the game, and people have been waiting for another Fire Emblem for like however long. And so we have a little bit of story, a little bit of mystery, and then they just plop you right in the middle of a freaking battle. Like, it's just showing you the basics, of course, but even still. It's been, if I recall, since Path of Radiance, since we had another console Fire Emblem game. So no more 3DS sprites or anything like that anymore. I'll put in my
Let's take
spot.
care of those thieves before they overrun the village.
And then this song right here, it will get stuck in your head.
Take down the enemies.
I love the music in this game.
That should take the
I don't think there's anything that I really just can't say I don't like as far as the soundtrack.
Ready and willing.
Can you hit him with the? Okay, you can.
It's because of you guys that I'm not dead right now. Thanks for that. I didn't expect to run into mercenaries like you in some remote village. The gods of fortune must be smiling on me.
Quite an interesting. He seems very calm and everything, laid back. But this adds a whole bunch of different gameplay elements as far as like the strategy RPG genre. I think that's what it's called. Don't mind me if I say some things that's kind of wrong, but I try to explain the best I can.
Stay focused.
I'm not the best at explaining stuff. But you pick somebody, you hit them, and you boom.
That is that.
You kill them.
I will prevail.
And this is like the one, well, at first, only time that you play with all these house leaders at once.
You have a strange aura about you. You say you're a mercenary, so show me what you can do.
Strange aura is an understatement.
Thank you. We are in your debt. It wouldn't do for us to fall in a place like this. Please, lend us your strength. Let's work together to drive out these thieves.
And knowing the thing about him, honestly, does he really need help with these thieves?
We'll advance while protecting ourselves from the enemy.
All that good stuff. So everybody just move on up. There we go. Positioning is pretty important in this game. Because it's, at the end of the day, behind its high school simulator looking type, academy type game play, and all that good stuff, it's life or death up in these streets.
Yes, good. If ready.
Okay.
Your defeat was inevitable.
Okay. Crest popping up already? And just try, and it's also just kind of seeing a little bit of the combat, a little bit of what to expect.
Is that all?
I'm not gonna lie, he holds his spear weird to me. Oh,
You fought well.
no he didn't.
Damn, why are there mercenaries in the village? Guess we'll have to deal with them too.
Say even enemy generals, not the best as far as like design looking, but hey, they're enemy generals, so But what to expect? Yeah, we'll just stay like this. I'll let them come at me. I like how he's gonna go and attack me.
What's a renowned mercenary like you doing here?
I'm the one who should be complaining. I'm caught up in the mess you started.
He like, he sounds so sarcastic. I'm in a mess you start.
Attack when an ally is nearby.
Yeah, all that good stuff. Let's see if we can let our boy Claw get this kill on this one. Ooh! He took that arrow to him. I don't think he liked it though.
I'm not done yet.
And you got little cutscenes. Okay, Red Nose. Push her out the way, and an axe to the back. It's like, well, I guess that's the end of that game, huh? I wonder what else is on the Switch library. I'm like, wait, hold up, huh? Some people who try to stay away from the trailers just be like, what the freak just happened?
It's like you're trying to get me killed, you fool. Well, it's fine. After all, if you don't know the value of your own life, you're not going to protect it very well, are you?
She sounds very familiar. Like a specific cat from another game.
From now on, right?
I'm just playing.
You can call me Sophus, but I'm also known as
The beginning. Yeah, we already know. Ain't nothing to worry. It's just ginger ale. It ain't no drink.
Sophus.
And this will at least get to know who the heck is this character that's calling out to me and everything.
That child just saved your life.
Reach for my hand. Alright, Red.
You threw yourself before an axe to save just one.
Just like bass boom, reach for my hand.
And all is well, as I have stalled the flow of time for now.
Like, well, you saved my life, so I appreciate it.
So much, though it is only
So,
when
what?
time begins again, the axe will tear into your flesh, and you will surely meet your end.
Well, and that'll be the end of the game. So, I guess we're just gonna accept our fate, huh?
How rude of you to drag me into this. What to do?
Keep now. Sometimes some of these little answers that you can choose are like no type of common sense and just hilarious. Like, I'll just stay here and wait to die, I guess. Like, keep time frozen until I'm safe. I'm like, how's that gonna work? Just for giggles.
As though I could stand idly by and watch that come to pass. Oh,
She was like, yeah, like we couldn't do that for real.
of course. I must turn back the hands of time.
Like how she's gonna look at us saying, wait, I can control time.
I do believe it can be done.
Yeah.
Really, I cannot lie. Now,
Anyways. Interesting beginning, that's all I can say. But a mechanic like this has never been into the Fire Emblem universe until Shadows of Valentia, where they added Mila's turn wheel, which practically the same thing, but it wasn't really a big story thing. It was like, okay, you can rewind time, even in battle, you can rewind time for a couple of turns or the whole battle if you want to. Very useful. A lot of hardcore people are mad. I'm not. But they made it a little bit of a story element in here.
Hey, did you just...
And there's still some questions I do have about this. Especially when he gets so surprised, like, hey, did you just... He must have saw what happened. It never really explained how, but I sort of know him, but it's still just like, wow. It never really explains, like, how does somebody just see that?
The Knights of Seros are here. We'll cut you down for terrorizing our students. Hey, the thieves are running away. Go after them.
I'm pretty sure everybody thought the same thing as Gerald when he said this.
The students seem to be unharmed. And who's this?
Why him? Just like you can tell, he's just gonna be a big mouth. Of course, I'm the MVP. You already know. But we just want to get to the students. Oh.
Thank you so much.
Well, speaking of some of the students.
Captain Gerald, it is you. Goodness, it's been ages.
Now,
Don't you recognize me? It's Eloise, your old right-hand man. Well, that's how I always thought of myself anyway. Oh, it must have been 20 years ago that you went missing without a trace. I always knew you were still alive.
You haven't changed a bit, Eloise. Just as loud as ever. And drop that captain nonsense.
he like, please don't even pull me back in there. Which kind of makes me wonder. The academy is in the middle of the whole country. How in the heck? See, I have an echo. Ooh, that's not good.
These days, I'm just a wandering mercenary.
I wonder, is it my voice or is it a game?
Goodbye.
I'll just let it keep playing.
Right. Goodbye, Captain. Wait, that isn't how this ends. I insist that you return to the monastery with me.
Garrick Mock Monastery. I suppose this was inevitable.
And how about you, kid?
Like I
Are you
said,
the captain's
it's in the middle of the freaking country. How would you not know? I'm a bandit.
Oh, great sense of humor, this one. Clearly cut from the same cloth as the captain. I'd love for you to see the
Oh,
monastery
it is
too.
echo.
You will join
That's
me,
weird.
won't you?
Let's try to fix that.
What's troubling you, Captain? You aren't about to run off again, are you?
Even I wouldn't dare run from the Knights of Seros.
Knights of Seros. They do seem rather skilled.
I don't know why it does that. That's weird.
Get going.
We're definitely gonna have to check out OBS after this or something. Be like,
I appreciate your help back there. Your skill is beyond question. You're clearly an experienced mercenary. And your father, that would be Gerald, the Bladebreaker, former captain of the Knights of Seros, oft praised as the strongest knight to ever live. Have I missed anything?
somebody been doing their homework.
How curious. I'd wager the explanation for that is fascinating.
I'm just trying to fix something real quick. Give me a second.
You are coming with us to the monastery, right? Of course you are. I'd love to bend your ear as we travel. Oh, I should mention that the three of us are students at the Officers' Academy at Garrick Mock Monastery. We were doing some training exercises when those bandits attacked. I definitely got the worst of it.
That would be
It's kind of funny how the three house leaders are doing that. Like,
Too
how?
true. I was the first to make a strategic retreat. Everything would have worked out if these two hadn't followed me and ruined everything. Because of them, every single one of those bandits chased after us. Utterly ridiculous.
Ah, so that's what you were thinking, Claude. And here I thought you were acting as a decoy for the sake of us all.
His intentions were as clear as day.
I have to play around
You
that
prove a lot of
definitely
you
before I
didn't
start
have
the
to
next
see
stream.
behind a person's words.
Ruler yourself if you look for deceit behind every word and fail
There we
to trust
go.
those whom you rely on.
For free.
Oh, joy. A royal debate between their highnesses. I wonder how being completely predictable affects one's ability to wield power. Personally, as the embodiment of distrust, I'd say your little exchange smacks of naivete.
Me, naive. Tell me, are you actually incapable of keeping quiet, or is your lack of self-awareness a condition of some sort?
In any case, forgive our digression. I must speak with you if you can spare a moment. Its leader was captivating. You never lost control of the situation. It showed me I still have much to learn.
Your skill is precisely why I must ask you to consider lending your services to the Empire.
Okay, so I think the echo is coming in from my mic. I don't know how.
Drestian Empires.
Halt, Edenard. Please allow me
I got her trying to fight for my attention
Please.
while I'm trying to figure out this situation.
A wise choice. Though the Empire has fallen from its former glory, the other regions are merely offshoots that pale in comparison.
She lied.
Alright, that looks like we'll have to pick.
My, they are in such a hurry. You know,
Edelgard, a refined young woman, but she's always evaluating. That can tell a lot about their character. But here's this weird, because it says it's quite sincere, but you say darkness lurking beneath. They could have used something else for him, but I guess without giving us that idea like darkness. What, he evil or something? Or we already know what it is, but still. And his easy smile is striking, but the smile doesn't reach his eyes.
yes,
Which are almost kind of similar to Ado's, but you know. But come on now, we're trying to get to the meat. The meat. Don't get me wrong, there's some meat on that burger when it comes to the characters in this game. But we talking about, we want to see everybody. Introduction to everybody's, I guess, younger self. And then we'll jump into the older selves.
The icy winds of the Agma Mountains have begun to scatter, and the verdant fields once again spring to life across Fodlan, heralding the start of a new year. As they celebrate the dawning year, the people pray that they may realize their full potential, just as a tiny sprout hopes to one day grow into a great tree. The continent of Fodlan, said to be protected by a revered goddess, has existed since time immemorial. 3 ruling powers now control the land. In the south lies a region long held by a more than 1,000-year-old dynasty, the Adrestian Empire. Beyond its borders, to the frigid north, is the home of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus, ruled by the royal family and its knights. To the east, a league of nobles that heeds no king nor emperor rules what is called the Leicester Alliance. Once consumed by a tempest of war and turmoil, Fodlan and these 3 mighty powers now exist in relative harmony.
This will be your first time at the monastery. I'd be happy to show you around.
It really is Fodlan in a nutshell. The good and the bad.
Like it or not, we'll be there soon enough. There it is. Garrick Mock Monastery.
I wonder, did the flow of time bring you here?
It's been years since I've last set eyes on this place. To be forced to see her now, You saw her in the courtyard earlier, didn't you? The Archbishop, Lady Rhea.
Yeah, she's quite creepy, isn't it? Looking down from above. Like she on
As you
top of
know,
something.
the majority of folks in Fodlan are devout followers of the teachings of Seros.
Yeah.
The leader of that ridiculously large
it's not
religious
working out
organization is the Archbishop, Lady Rhea.
Thank you for your patience, Gerald. My name is Seteth. I am an advisor to the Archbishop.
Right. Hello.
It has been a long time, Gerald. I wonder, was it the will of the goddess that we have another chance meeting like this?
Forgive my silence all these years. Much has happened since we last spoke.
So I see. The miracle of fatherhood has blessed you. That is your child, is it not?
Yes. Born many years after I left this place, I wish I could introduce you to the mother of my child, but I'm afraid we lost her to illness.
I see. My condolences. As for you, I heard of your valiant efforts from Alois.
Let's see how it sounds now.
What is your name?
I'm just trying to fix up some things.
A fine name indeed. From the bottom of my heart, I thank you for saving those students of the Officers
Probably better
Academy.
if I see it on Twitch. 'Cause I think Twitch is a lot faster. Or
Gerald,
closer to where I'm at.
You already know what it is I wish to say, do you not?
You want me to rejoin the Knights of Seros, don't you? I won't say no, but...
Your apprehension stings. I had
It's a
expected
lot
that
better,
Alois
so
would have already
honestly,
asked
I just
this
need to have
of you.
my TV volume just a lot
I must
lower
step away for now.
than the volume of the
But I
gameplay.
expect they will desire a word with you soon.
But besides
Please
that, I think it's
listen
not too
carefully
bad.
to what they have to say. Until tomorrow, farewell.
Let's see. Hopefully that'll be a little bit better.
I can't believe it. Forced back into the Knights of Seros. I'm sorry I dragged you into this. Nothing like that. You heard? Well, and apparently...
It's weird how, like,
You must
oh, they
be
don't
the
want you
new
to teach.
professor.
But
My,
it was just mercenaries
how
for,
stern
like,
and
what,
handsome you
last
are.
15, 20
no.
years.
You can handle it. And watch out for Lady Rhea.
It's like,
I don't
you
know what
already know
she's
the
thinking,
secrets.
making you a professor like that.
Oh, it's you then? So young.
Competence and age are not necessarily correlated. As
This
you
man
well
takes
know,
like a book
I am
to
Hamlet,
talk.
a crest scholar and professor at the Officers Academy. I wonder if you bear a crest of your own.
Just count how many
Next, you have
seconds
a
it takes for
moment
him to say
spare.
like a whole
I
line.
insist
Just
that you pay
count.
me a visit so we
Is he
can
still
delve
talking?
into the subject
I think
further.
he's still talking.
I'm Manuela. I'm a professor, a physician, a songstress, and
And
available.
thirsty.
It's nice to meet you.
Very thirsty.
Of course. Before I came here, I belonged to a renowned opera company. Perhaps you've heard of me?
Spare our colleague the needless chatter, Manuela.
He was like, you
Now,
heard it once, you
It
heard it
seems
every day.
you- I-
Yeah, I like
The
this stuff.
the black, their house leader
Black
this year is
Eagles,
the
the
their
Blue
house
Lions,
their
and the
house
Golden.
leader.
to think that the next
Deer.
emperor,
As
king,
you probably
and
know,
sovereign
Golden is my
duke are
favorite.
I'll say,
quite.
I suggest you try spending time with the students. I'm sure Lady Rhea will have more information for you tomorrow.
Have you no intention of changing your mind, Rhea? Appointed.
I have
Already
made
showing
my
some
decision,
internal
Seteth.
conflict.
I know what...
I can't. I would remind.
Seteth. More, we cannot...
Yes, Rhea.
And they're just talking all that. Oh, I don't want him here. And she like, just trust me. There's a reason why they've come back. And I'm going to be that reason. you know. The story just kind of goes definitely all over the place. As far as like, keeping you on your toes is what may be the next thing that can happen. Between like the good stuff that happened, the bad stuff, and the worst stuff that happened. And pretty much the redemption of all those things that happen. But besides the battling, you know, you're a teacher, so this becomes the fun part of the whole game. Well, the next fun part of the game. Or I like to call it the other half. seeing all the wonderful students and learning more about them in whichever house that you decide to teach at. Well, there go my spirit animal. And looking like a vampire. And we all know his name. Pretty sure that's everybody else's sleep animal. And definitely everybody else's spirit animal. And this guy always trying to hit up anything that that's a lady. He's like, I look good doing it. You know you want to be in my group. And the hills have eyes. Rhea herself. And there are plenty of people who show damnation to this woman, and some protect this woman with all their life.
I asked to stop that once. May I ask a favor? May I ask a favor of you?
Why she asked twice? Then just learning about, just seeing all the different characters. It's just like, wow. This is the game that, you know, carries on the next Fire Emblem until they make another one in like 3, 4, 5 years.
Ha! I imagine you were a bit surprised that I recommended you as a professor here.
So it's your fault that
we had someone else in mind for the role, but they ran off during our dust-up with the bandits.
You saved now, you should make the rounds. Go around the mall.
I wonder if they ever did, like, find out or make a mention of whatever happened to that teacher that ran away. Or maybe it is in the, in our other students' place, which we will get a chance to observe that. Now we're not going to necessarily look at all the stats and all that mess. We just want to see everybody, then we'll head back to the beginning and I'll just load up one of my files and then just see how they all grow.
So, you've accepted a teaching position here. Pity. I was hoping you would lend your strength to the Empire. I never properly introduced myself, did I? My name is Edelgard von Hresbalg. I am the princess and heir apparent of the Adrestian Empire. I wonder if you'll be tasked with leading the Black Eagles. I hope you've had a chance to meet everyone. Would you like to know more about any of the Black Eagles?
Nah. Pity.
Pardon me.
And this lovable boy right here, everybody loves him.
Greetings! You must be the new professor. What a pleasure. As for me, my job is to stand here at this glorious entrance and leisurely watch over the comings and goings of everyone. Make folks smile, you know? And by that, I mean to vigilantly guard this entrance with my very life. No levity whatsoever.
Please still
As of now,
adore him.
nothing to report.
And probably best character in the whole game.
Yes.
But we're gonna go and talk to our other house leaders. And then we're gonna check out the students. And I'll give my little opinion of each one. Just like I said. I have a favorite in each house. I guess guy and girl.
Well, scored a teaching gig here, did you? Talk about a great first impression. I guess that means I'd better introduce myself properly. I'm Claude von Regan. I'm from the ruling house of the Leicester Alliance, but don't worry too much about all that madness.
You're like,
I'm guessing you don't know which class you'll be teaching yet, do you?
Cool.
I bet you'd like ours. We're not as difficult as the other two. Have you met the folks from the Golden Deer House yet? Care to know more about anyone?
Yeah.
What she already says, like, oh, we're just a chill house. Everybody else, they're a little bit on the difficult and serious
Please accept
side.
my apologies for the other day. You came to our aid, yet I hadn't even the courtesy to properly introduce myself. I am Dimitri Alexandra Blaiffid, Crown Prince of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus.
No, I don't ever hear anybody
Well,
ever
of
call him
course, at the
Alexander.
Academy, I am simply a student. And I've heard word that you are to become a professor here. Delightful news. I still have much to learn, but I'm confident I could benefit greatly from your guidance. In any case, welcome to the monastery. I hear you're investigating the different houses here. Did any of the Blue Lions catch your attention?
I appreciate your effort.
No, I'm going to continue exploring. Because we gotta talk to everybody. So this is the Black Eagles, and we have everybody here. Now, like I said, I'll give
What? I don't talk to strangers.
Bernadetta, this is no stranger. Our house leader owes this person a great debt. Is that not right? I am Ferdinand von Eyre.
You will remember that name for the rest of your life.
Are you going to join our class? I look forward to getting better acquainted with you.
But yes, Bernadetta and Ferdinand von Eyre. You cannot say just Ferdinand. You have to say the whole thing. It's like a pimp name, Slickback. You don't just say Slickback. You say a pimp name, Slickback. So it's not just Ferdinand. It is Ferdinand von Eyre. Remember that. Okay. I think I got this right. Alright. But I think as far as these two, these might be my, well, definitely my number 2. But Ferdinand's probably like my favorite guy in the Black Eagles, for sure. Just because of his charisma. And sometimes he's tried a little bit too hard.
I am Hubert, a humble servant of Lady Edelgard. I heard you came to the aid of Her Highness. You have my most sincere thanks.
Alright, Cameron.
This is Petra. She has come all the way from Brigid to study in the Empire. Back on her archipelago, she is actually a princess. In Fodlan terms, she would be called heir to the throne.
Hello, I am called Petra. I am pleased to be meeting with... I am pleased to have met you.
Somebody just looked at Starfire and was like, yeah. And then the devs was like, yeah. And that's why she is number 1 bae in the Black Eagles, in my opinion. And she's also one of the youngest students here. You can take a look at her and be like, oh, I'm pretty sure they're all like maybe 16, 17. Honestly, their ages do vary between 15 and I want to say 22 or 23, because he's like one of the older ones. But yeah, she's 15. So y'all going to jail.
Is it true that you saved Edelgard? That's incredible. The name's Caspar, by the way. Pleased to meet you.
Linhard, goodbye.
Like I said,
Jeez,
everybody's
Linhard,
spirit animal.
how'd you get into the academy with those manners? So, are you a student
Just
here
smart
too?
as hell, just want to
Maybe
sleep.
we'll be in the same class.
And someone a little bit kind of under the ball. Just saying.
Well, aren't you just lovely? Is this your first time in the monastery? Shall I show you around? Oh, my name is Dorothea.
A complete flirt.
Before I joined the academy, I was a member of an opera company in the Empire. You should hear me sing sometime.
And they are all separated between nobility and commoners. And in the Black Eagles, she is the only commoner in this whole house. So it's kind of interesting. Yeah, like I said, a big flirt. But, oh yeah, I didn't really say too much about. Nice magic user, like, probably like one of the best sword fighters in this group, for sure. He's the white mage, so you can't really say too much about the white mage. Caspar, definitely a nice brawler or attacker in the group as well. Bernie, archer. Just as much as you want to protect this little kitten right here, let her get hit once and she'll just kill everything on the enemy team. Just saying. But now we move on to our blue lions.
Hey.
See everybody get spotted.
Hey there. Are you the mercenary who saved His Highness? It's an honor to meet you. I'm Sylvain Jose Gautier. Feel free to say hi whenever you like.
And see, he's pretty nice. Now, funny enough though, if you was actually playing as the female avatar, he'll have more to say and pretty much be trying to hit you up. Like I said, this guy hits up anything that's a female. And doesn't know when to quit. Almost like the Johnny Bravo of Three Houses.
And who's this? You don't look familiar at all. Do you work here at the monastery?
Oh, Mercy! Do you think this is that mercenary people have been talking about?
Now that I think about it, that does sound like something Dimitri may have said. I suppose you'll be enrolling at the Officers Academy too, then? Well, it's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Mercedes, and this is my best friend.
I'm Annette. It's nice to meet you.
They're like cookies and rainbows of this group. And Annette is my number one in the Blue Lines. She's just adorable. And she's like about as clumsy as Miss Moderator. So that really says a lot. Once again, a wonderful magic user. Unfortunately, the Blue Lines are like the only ones that don't have anybody that deals with dark magic. So she's just gonna have to be your one to do with regular magic. And she's strong at it. And of course, white mage, so can't really say too much different about a white mage.
I have heard all about what you did from Prince Dimitri. As a citizen of Fargus, I thank you.
He also said you're quite skilled. And he doesn't just say things like that. I look forward to sparring with you and beating you.
Confident.
Felix, must you always speak of fighting right away? Oh, and, you may call me Ingrid. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
In my opinion, she's a late bloomer. Early game, not so much, but late game, she destroys the battlefield. He destroys anything. He's the best physical fighter in this whole game. And there's nothing, I'm pretty sure 90% of other people could probably disagree with that. Give him anything physical related, he's good. You can even train him up on some magic, then he'll be deadly in both fields. But yeah, just give him a sword and that's all he needs. And recruit him to whatever house that you end up doing. But yeah. And where are my other two guys? There we go.
Hi there. You must be the one everyone's talking about. I'm Ash. Great to meet you. This here is Dedu. He serves Prince Dimitri.
I have heard that you rescued His Highness.
His Highness.
Words cannot express my gratitude.
Okay, don't kill
Should
me,
you
Miss
ever
Moderator.
require my strength, please know that
Dedu.
I will hasten to repay this debt.
I love Dedu too. He's as stoic as he can be. He is pretty good. And he's like probably one of the best tanks out of this whole game as well. And as far as my favorite guy in the Blue Lines, Ash will be that favorite guy. I just like his character. Someone who what's the word? Shows. I'm just gonna say shows. Someone who shows a lot of justice within their character. Knighthood and justice. And I really like that. So I kind of reflect that a little bit into myself.
Hey.
You know, I guess if I was in older times. Definitely a good archer, but he can work in any other good physical field. And like I said, he's a good tank. And you can make him a good brawler too. So, giant black man punching everybody. Okay, you good. And funny enough, he can be a little bit of both. He can do physical or magical, and he'll pretty much destroy in both fields.
Okay.
But yes, and now we go to my
think?
favorite goofballs of the game. The Golden Deer.
Are you someone's guest? The dining hall's that way, if that's what you're looking for.
No, Raphael. That's Captain Gerald's kid. Hi, I'm Leonie Pinelli, Captain Gerald's first and greatest apprentice. I'm sure he's told you about me.
No.
Nice to meet you. I'm Raphael Kirsten. Who are you again?
I love these idiots. As his big stature can tell, yes, he's highly physical. He's more on the offensive physical type than Dedu in the defensive physical type. But yeah, he's actually a nice little tank as well. And she's pretty much just like Petra and Felix, kind of like the fast, good with any type of physical of the group. And I'll be honest, trailers wise, she was my number one. Trailers wise, this is before she talked. And every other sentence that comes out of this girl's mouth has something to do with Gerald, his father. So it's like, yeah, no, kind of a turn off, but still a wonderful fight.
Hey, are you that mercenary? Everyone's been talking about you. I'm Hilda Valentine Goneril, and her name
Valentine? I
is...
didn't know that.
Marianne von Edmund.
Are you joining the Knights of Saros or something? Well, I look forward to seeing more of you.
Definitely the most memorable of the Golden Deer, because her and Claude are like, if one is a lazy bum, the other is a lazy bum. But they're lazy bums together that get stuff done. Marianne, I'll be honest, she is my number one in this group, only because first half is not so much appealing, second half is a little bit more appealing. She at least grows. You see a lot more character growth within her nervousness and shyness and such. But for some reason, she really does shine a little bit more to me in the second half. Someone that I would like to protect. But as far as battle-wise, White Mage, can't really say too much about it. As cute and fragile as she may look, she's one of the deadliest warriors in this whole game as well. Like, you would think, oh, she's probably like magic or maybe like a white mage or something. You could be walking down the street, you can see an axe being thrown at you and be her, and she'd be like, ooh, sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Like, and it'll freaking make a big ass hole in whatever surface she ends up hitting. So yeah, looks can be deceiving with this one. That's all I'm gonna say.
Hi. So you're the skilled mercenary who saved Claude, are you?
Oh, you are? It's such an honor to meet you. Ignatz Victor. My parents are Alliance merchants.
And I am Lysithia von Ordelia. Please do not forget it.
She's like, don't forget me, because I'm very memorable. And she's also, it's funny, she's more teased about being the youngest suitor in the whole game, which, like I said, she shares the same age as Petra, which is, it's just funny to me. But she's also the best magic user in the game to me. There are some who are like good close seconds, but she's the Felix of everybody. And Felix is the physical capable character. She's the magical capable character. You get her on your team, you won't regret it. And Ignatz, a nice archer. Maybe like mediocre, but at the same time, he's okay in some physical fields.
What do you think? Ah, you must be the renowned mercenary who rescued
And
Claude.
then we have.
Honestly, you should not have troubled yourself over the likes of him. My name is Lawrence Hellman Gloucester. You will want to remember it.
I'm not gonna say he's my number one of the guys, because honestly, Claude is my number one. But he's probably like a good close second because of the fact his snobbishness does get better, but it's just so sometimes cringeworthy, sometimes like, oh my gosh, I'm just like this guy. So, and he's almost like Sylvain. He can be a really good magic user, just as much as a really good physical user. And yeah, and that's pretty much my little rankings of everybody. It's at least pretty time skilled. Now I'm gonna do a magic trick on y'all. Boom. How'd you do that? Well, I'm not gonna tell you. So now we're gonna go to one of my files. We'll just I'm kind of in the middle of a battle thing, but we'll just end the day and just go toward the end. Now from here on to the spoilers. So for a game that's been out for a year, I'm pretty sure everybody who's been interested or got the game already know kind of what goes on after the big climax in the first half. Pretty much there's a war that goes on and everything is separated. So this is just in the middle of one of my Golden Deer runs. I'm playing as the girl by this. We'll just skip it.
Intuition's all I need.
Oops, skip it. Y'all weren't supposed to see that, because I'm gonna show y'all. Oh, look at her. I was gonna keep everybody as surprised, but like I said, y'all already seen a lot of their designs and stuff. Post time skip, everybody's grown up and ready to fight. And this go around, I have everybody. Of course, except for the people that I'm against. This is my Golden Deer run.
We'll have to do better next time.
Good fuel for a scheme.
Guess I need to know.
Look at all of them. Just so grown up. compared to like the beginning. And meanwhile, my character looking like the girl from the beginning. But it'd be better if I just boom. This is pretty much the normal design of the girl. Like I said, obviously after the big event that has you fusing with said Sothis in the beginning and getting her power. You get the green hair and everything. Her outfit is more, let's just say, attractive. I must say, I haven't played this in a good little while. But we can see a little bit more of the monastery. You can enjoy yourself by just running around, playing around with the animals, looking at all the people just walk. Some even NPC designs are actually not that bad either. I mean, a lot of them are practically the same or just use a lot of similar textures or similar character models. But even so, sometimes they're good to look at. Even the NPCs have some memorable faces. But you got your dorms. You got a nice little greenhouse. You can check on, well, plant some flowers and seeds and stuff. And you get some good benefits. You got a pond that you can go fish. Yeah, it's kind of glowing, so there's something good in there. You have the oh so wonderful
Pardon me.
cafeteria where you can eat. And hey, I'm not gonna lie, this is a pretty nice little cafeteria. Albeit a little small. You'd think it'd be a little bit bigger for something as big as Garrett Mock Monastery. I was trying to say it like Gerald. You got a little shopping center over here. I'm not trying to see everybody yet.
Hello there. No.
Come around, buy you some good stuff.
Professor.
So they really hooked this game up for as long as they was working on it. You got the stables. They, you know, if you just want to come, look at the horses. The horses. I can't even say it right. If there's any horses to be looked at. Oh, here you go. Dorte. The only reason I know that is because I'm Marianne and she only talks to animals. She don't like talking to people. And we'll get to you in a second. We got a little training hall over here.
Professor!
But you don't really, it's funny, we never really training in this hall. It's really just there for decoration. Of course, it's a small library, but then we have a bigger library up ahead, like up on the second floor, excuse me. And then, even just looking at stuff like, oh, we got a winged thing over there, or a wyvern rider, a dragon rider, whatever you want to call it. Just over there. In this small little cemetery. And it's funny, I'm pretty sure there's been plenty of things, or plenty of people that have died. Yet there's only a small amount of cemetery space here. And that is just a chapel. Where you go get somebody together, go sing in the church choir. It'll be fun. But we're just gonna head back. And then, and of course, there is an arena. The arena will be over here. Where you go fight and stuff like that. Training ground it is. And over here we have a nice little bathhouse spa. Now I do want to look at everybody. Don't know if I have them in costumes or not. So. Definitely changes from his younger appearance. His younger days. I like the whole little, I guess, braided hair thing on the side. But, hey, can't go wrong with facial hair. Now, unfortunately, we won't be able to see what Dimitri and Edelgar looks like unless we actually go to those files. Which, I mean, I don't think I can't even explore because I'm on the final maps on those maps, so I can't even do none of that. Lauren's getting longer hair than that little cut. Definitely one of the worst haircuts in the whole game. In my opinion. It's so snobbish. Like, who would have that type of cut? No. But this, even though it's practically similar, it's just longer hair, For some reason, it's more elegant. It's more his vibe. It's more Lawrence Hellman Gloster. Raphael, which he don't really change much from his younger self. Honestly, he's just almost a kind of a bug thing going on with him. And the freaking sideburns and stuff. That's about it. It looks about the same. I do wish some of the guys did have like more facial hair when it comes to their older designs than their younger designs. He's practically the same. I mean, once again, his cut is, to me, better than Lauren's, but it's still meh. I mean, even his war design kind of went to Lauren's, basically. So he kind of downgraded. But as far as outfit-wise, he's more of what he wants to be. An artist might. Nice Scythian. He already has long hair and pretty short. It's funny enough, she actually did get a growth spurt. And she's a complete cutie. Just saying. Anyway, so coming from old shy, hair messed up, she just don't want to be bothered with, stays away from people, to more, honestly, elegant housewife look. Well, I don't say housewife look, but she's definitely a lot more elegant, for sure. And she even has a smile on her face. And I think that's one of the best things I like about her character model from in the future than it is in the past. She just has so much that she just holds back, and of course for reasons. But then when she really just comes out the shell, it really blossoms. There's Goneril here. That's fine. She don't really change too much to me. But she shows, I guess, what she would love to have been wearing at the academy if she were able to wear common clothes. But she's definitely the definition of fashion. And I know some people kind of get on Leonie for having such a boyish look. And for some reason, it never really bothered me with her look or anything like that. But then, she's still annoying for keep talking about the father. But still, I can't lie. But like I said, I have a lot of the Black Eagles as well. And another reason what makes him like best boy for me in the Black Eagles is like his design is probably like one of the best. I'm not one for long hair men. For some reason it works out for him. He's like a Prince Charming basically. But a Prince Charming that works. Even though he's still got issues. Yeah. Honestly, he just has such a plain design to me coming in this academy, but then he seems more laid back, but more scholarly. Because like I said, think of Shikamaru from Naruto, if you watch Naruto, you know who Shikamaru is. Or any other character who's just like super smart, but just like wants to sleep all the time. Man, wants to sleep in his case, but tired all the time. That's it. Caspar, I feel like, has a really big upgrade from his group. Because, I mean, he was the little guy. The small but loud little guy. And he grew and it's just like, yeah. I wish his design was less armory and more, I guess, actually brawlery. And I guess those are actual words. But I don't know. I like his cut, though. This cut is actually pretty tight to me. I thought about getting something like that. As far as like mohawk wise. Maybe not. Oh, like I said, if my hair was like that for real, but you know what I mean. But she's already an adorable, just stays in a room, don't want to be seen type of person. And then she grew, once again, just like Marianne, she grew up and became more confident, but she still don't like people. But for some reason, I actually do like hers. Like hers and Petra's are like mine. Like I said, they're really close when it comes to My Black Eagle girls. I like it, yeah. For some reason, even though she does look more elegant in her older outfit, I actually do prefer the younger one. Not even gonna lie. And as far as, honestly, to me, her character, I do prefer the character pre-time skip before this one too, because she talks a lot more about the war, but a lot more depressing, versus than, you know, her usual carefree nature, flirtatiousness, and all that stuff. And Petra. Woo. If you never, I mean, if her first design wasn't already enough, like I said, that just blew it over the top for me. It's just like, wow. And some people even can make designs similar to that in other character creators and other video games. It's actually pretty interesting. Like, it's crazy. But definitely my thing. And then you got old Felix, who he don't really change much. I mean, his hair is just almost as messy as it is now. I don't know. He just don't change much to me besides just wearing, you know, his homeland's clothes and stuff like that. He looks more like a warrior, more like a mercenary, like he wants to be. Ash, same deal. Like I said, the small little guy who kind of grew up, and hey, his cut actually is pretty nice as well. Maybe not as nice as Caspar's, but hey, he does what he do best. I actually like his. I definitely just fit him as a character. Unfortunately, Sylvain is also one of those, unlike him in this pre-design versus his post-design. He's only got just a similar cut thing. Yeah, just a similar cut like his first design, but I like this one better. Instead of just becoming like all armored up, you know. I like designs and clothes, but not just armor, you know what I'm saying? Anybody can wear just armor. Now, Mercedes is a weird bag, because I know a lot of people love her pre-time skip design, and I'm not gonna lie, I do too. The second made it look more like that. It's a mom look. Let's just be honest, it's just a mom look. But it's not a bad mom look, because it's Mercedes. She's adorable in it. But, you know, it's just a mom look. I think I prefer the younger self. I ain't gonna lie. Little Annette, which is funny, she wasn't the shortest one in the first half, but she didn't grow much in the second half, and now she's the shortest one, which is kind of funny. I like her little design. She's, you know, she's all worn and ready for the winter. Kind of goes with her little playfulness or her little character, you know. Ingrid's, unfortunately for me, well, I'll say I do like her pre-design and her post-design. I don't know, for some reason, the whole braided hair cut and making it a little short, and she almost got like a half armor design as well. And it's just not cutting it for me. Definitely prefer the pre-Ingrid, but as far as character, she's just plain toast to me. And of course, we already see Seta. I'm not gonna lie, I actually do like his design. His design to me, he definitely works as like that second in command to anything that you put him in. Like pretty much the secretary of anything. Like, he knows how to get that work done. And honestly, when he actually joins you, he does get that work done. He's like, to me, maybe not as strong as your house leaders, but definitely a big contender for that. And this is his little sister, Flame. Her eyes used to creep me out. I ain't gonna lie. That's pretty much all I got for her. She likes fish. Like I said, we have Hanneman, who takes a book to say anything, but overall, he is still a really good character. He's, to me, a lot better character than Manuela. She does care a lot about her patients, because she's also, like I said, she works in the medic department for the academy. And as tantalizing as she may look, like I said, thirsty. Eloise, he reminds me of somebody. Almost like a, it'd be weird to say like a mix between Mario, Luigi, and Wario. He has a Wario look, a Luigi type of, I don't know, a Luigi type of character. Well, sort of Luigi, because I mean he has a pretty ghost and stuff like that. But then he always just try to stick to being number one as possible. So it's weird. He just has like a combination of characters with me. We didn't get a chance to see it, but Catherine, the first person who actually shows you about the relics, especially with her relic being Thunderbrand. She's like, I guess the best comparison I remember saying is like a female Thor. Bravado, runs into the fight. She's not dumb, she's really smart. She works for the Holy Knights of Ceros, so she's definitely a top-ranking officer. So she definitely kicks ass. But her design is actually not that bad to me. But compared to her cohort, Shamir? Yes. Just like I'm pretty sure a lot of people who didn't understand that little feeling they had in their heart when they look at a character like this and just get those, like, why do I like this type of character? It means that you're into badass goth. And if you're into badass goths, especially gothic looks like this, then you're good in my book. And that's pretty much how she is. But she is a really smart tactician and sniper, assassin. And she really doesn't care about a lot of her supports that she usually has with other people too. So kind of like a teacher role, but also very enlightening and has a really wonderful perspective when it comes to some of her supports. So I really do like her as far as like the Knights goes. And this is like her apprentice, and also almost like Leone, who has every other sentence say anything about Captain Gerald. He has any other sentence that talks about Lady Rhea. He's adored, obsessed, with Lady Rhea, but only because she saved him from pretty much a bad life. So he has every right, but on the battlefield, this man is a beast. And like I said, when you first meet him, he's just a little kid who just like works everywhere, had like 16 jobs. It's just like, why are you not dead yet? But like I said, he's definitely deadly on the battlefield. Really good. Then we have, she's a shopkeeper. She takes your money. If Mr. Krabs was an anime girl, this would be Mr. Krabs. Unfortunately, this is about all she is, and she has a wonderful history in the Fire Emblem franchise, as a lot of people know. Now we're gonna go to the DLC people. So this is Yuri. If you think about it, he just looks like type of character. And it's not necessarily that, but he's just like, I can't really describe him more so than saying just kind of like Claude, but just more sly. Claude is one who makes schemes and plans and stuff like that. He takes it like a step further. Make those schemes and plans more M-rated, if need be. And honestly, his older design is practically the same, he's just longer hair. But Yuri is probably like definitely a wonderful unit, a wonderful fast unit. Kind of like in the Felix and Leone role, but that's about it. And really can dodge, and one of the only people who has a pretty unique relic that goes with him. When you first meet him, Daddy. And when you meet him in the future, Super Daddy. I'm pretty sure some people will probably agree with me on that one. But I actually do like Balls. He's probably my favorite out of the DLC characters. For sure. My favorite guy. I guess between him and Yuri, I actually like Balls. Even though he's one of those who's always in debt, who's kind of always trying to run away from his debtors, who's trying to kill them and send them people to get their money. But he's also the king of grappling, so once, just like Ferdinand von Ayer, remember that he's the king of grappling. And I honestly like his, if they could combine his second design with his first design with the, I guess, the half shirt thing, then I wouldn't mind that. But his second design is actually not bad. The longer hair makes him look like Beast Man, so Beast Man Daddy. So, then we have, well, she's a weird case, because she looks about as nervous as Marianne. That's only because in her, she has like a bipolar thing where she's nervous and shy during the day, and during the night or during dark places, she's loud and boisterous and has ego up to the freaking skies. But academy-wise, she's a magic user, and I think she's a really good, really nice magic user. Probably comparable to Annette as far as that goes. And her war design to me is probably like the best of the two girls to me. I don't know. It just really appeals to me. But you know, actually, I might take that back. I like her. Yeah, I do like her second design better than the first design when it comes to the two girls. But when it comes to her, she's adorable. She's really adorable in her first phase, and she's one of those who has dark magic all up in here. Now, a lot of people fail for Happy. I like Happy, so therefore I am happy. But then the war phase, for some reason that earring gets me. That earring really just gets me. I really just like it. Almost has like a sort of mystical Petra type of vibe going on. But some days I'm like, lose the headrest. Some days I'm like, I like the headrest. I mean, the head bracelet, whatever. But yeah, I think I like Constance's second design for sure. Her second design I actually do like better than the first. The first is fine, but the second is just like, oof. But I think we had enough of that. Let's just do a battle and show a little bit of everybody's capabilities, and just for fun. And then we'll move on to Pokemon later on. I really love this game though, y'all. Just hearing me just kind of like fanboying about it. This really was a game that made me want to get a Switch, and hey, I'll be glad to always come back to it, for sure. We'll just use some of our strongest people, for sure. So we'll use Lysithea, we'll go Petra, we'll do Shamir, we'll do Felix, we'll do Hilda, we'll do Balthus, Ash, and we'll keep right. And so we have 1, 2, 3 deers, 1 Ninoceros, 2 black eagles, 2 blue lions, and we got 1 ashen wolf. That's what that's called. Yeah, we want to show a little bit more of the combat for I believe. What you saw in the beginning is just like the basics of it. Yeah. Once you pretty much once you get this deep in, it's just like, well, better know what you're doing, otherwise you die. far as the classes go, and the classes are so deep. It'll take me a little minute to really explain all of that. But just know that it's really deep. Yeah, we'll do that. I love to change into the music. Oh, but these I can't really change the music, which this is also a DLC music that's really nice. Too bad I can't really show the others, but if you really are interested, do look up Fire in the Three Houses original soundtrack, OST. You won't regret it. Just see. Being able to see the whole field and just kind of knowing what you're up against.
What's my strategy?
Yeah, my character is kind of a little bit of everything. Yeah, I decided to do it unarmed. You showed them these hands around
I
here.
must lead them well.
Oh, yeah. Won that bet.
I tell you, this man is a beast.
Stronger the better.
And he's kind of a meathead. I ain't gonna lie. He's
Ready
good.
for anything.
I will prevail.
Let's clean up.
At the ready. Hold a grudge if you must.
Gotta love that face.
You got yourself killed.
Kind of a weird outfit he got on, but it's all part of the trickster class.
I'll cut through.
One of the DLCs. Wow. Well, I'm pretty sure his crest procs off like you see a roach on the ground, he's about ready to jump. That's probably ready. His crest is.
Too slow.
Then he does a crit, so I don't even have to worry about it. A 14% chance? You'll never see the light of day.
Alright, next. Strength never betrays.
I'd be honored.
Just in case.
Shall we?
Oh yeah, Miss got over here. Tell me. She may be looking all fashionista and everything, but she is strong. And she hurt.
Let's make this quick.
She don't play. I see this. He dead. Dead.
No time to slow down. Watch and learn.
Okay.
Allow me to demonstrate.
Dang.
All is
Hit him with
going
the
to
crit
plan.
already? And the main character, so you can make yourself as broken as you want to be. Why do I have him as a night class? Don't even ask. And him as a freaking samurai looking for. Wow, even though the Mesa don't do much for him. See, he a tank, but he a tank only for physical stuff. And she can get off too. She's a big man. And she also knows real magic. And you can play around with anybody and they can learn anything you want them to. The flexibility of this game is one of the best.
Yep, I'm stronger now.
Shit, there is See? Hey, that crest will go off. It don't even matter.
You haven't earned my pity.
It's done.
So
Nice
put
form.
these two together and it's just like a match made in heaven. Everybody getting level ups. Well, this is a strong maps. Well, supposedly strong.
Without power, who can you...
Yeah, who can you protect, kid? But guess what, though? Didn't know I could do that, huh? And yeah, he want to go after him. Okay. Alright, meathead. Let's see what Shimmer can do over here. All types of different weapons over here. Things that can poison, things that can
Feels good to fight for our cause.
Things that get magic damage instead of regular damage. The flexibility of fighting is just astronomical. That's the word. How about I say astronomical or something? I don't know. Wait, I don't know, but it's unbroken like that.
You're pointless.
Yeah, if I'm gonna die, I'd rather die by a kill.
Too easy.
Die
It was meant to be.
Okay.
All is for victory!
Okay, Dr. Mark.
If I live, I fight.
Really? Ooh, I actually might die this time.
Thank you.
Thinning their numbers.
Always gotta know what the right move to do. Like I said, I could do all this, and I can actually end up dying for all I know. You hit it with that wind.
To survive, I will win! Each battle a victory.
You got her a mess in my outfit too.
Hard work is a friend to count on.
All day, every day. Oh. See, I can actually control time whenever I want.
Shall we?
There's a little thing that she can attack far away. Ooh. Might not kill him, but it shows him.
I'll cut through. At the ready.
The thing is that he still is my.
We're all desperate, aren't we?
He's an archer that hurts.
I'm that much closer to my goal.
With the good stance.
Let's make this quick.
I'd be honored.
People go ahead and get in there. He attacked him instead. Okay. That's smart on him. So like I said, I can still die. Which has always been some moves that I made.
Here is something to believe in.
Another
Get the
victory.
life right there.
Too easy.
Really?
Strategy in motion.
50% crit. Ooh, look at that. He ain't gonna have it. Gone. Hold up. He was like, why? Why?
I fought and won.
What the frick are you doing?
I will prevail.
This man all in the middle and crap. The best thing about being a samurai, they can still keep their
You are in my way.
Ooh.
Witness frigid pride.
I'll follow your example.
Right, so
Let's clean up.
Get over here. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, already tell.
Going for the kill.
1, 2.
Stay down. Strength is all for a mercenary.
I'm telling you, just give her a horse, give her a nice little advantage spot, she'll get it. And this sucker, the only sucker that's left. Now that's one thing I like to do. And you can even go in on your characters just to look at them. You even see what class they're using. Okay. Look at him. He's like, oh yeah, I know I'm a beast. You can just choose them two and then just run or anything. You see that stuff over there? You can just run all the different stuff. Like, hey man, what's up? And you got your little battalions. Each of them have like a little group of people. Except for him. He don't need nobody. So, he's a one of those. I'm pretty sure he's gonna find a way to kill him. I'm sure. Okay, not this time. I would say if he actually would have hit off his crest and did a crit on both times, that's like 13 times 3 twice, which is 39 twice, so it's like 78. He would have had a chance. It's kind of crazy. Oh yeah, that's a good. Oh, is there anybody that hasn't really done anything? So they're all within the tide.
What's my strategy?
Oh, at the end of the day, nothing wrong with showing the sort of equipment.
Allow me to demonstrate.
And the wonderful combat. See that light? That's what he's about to see in about a second.
I must lead them well.
Yes, it's the same weapon as the guy in the beginning. The sword of the creator. And that, my folks, is me fanboying over Fire Emblem. I love this game. And I don't think I'm ever gonna not love this game. I do appreciate it getting me into, well, it being the first Switch game I ever get. But can't wait for the next installment in the next 3, 4, 5, 6 years, whenever that may be. I wonder how they'll do it. I mean, this whole, like I said, teacher simulator or academy simulator / war, I think it worked out pretty well. It definitely has a lot of elements that kind of remind me of Persona. And that's probably a good reason why I love it too, because there's so much micromanaging that you have to do, but you're doing it with characters that you learn to love and appreciate and just really enjoy. But I think I blabbed on enough now. I'll be streaming again in the next few minutes. I'm gonna grab me some cake, probably a water, and I'll catch y'all on Pokemon. See ya.